Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
We are following two big breaking stories right now. The Big Ten postpones its football season until 2021. Also, 3 men injured after a wild fight breaks out in Ypsilanti Township. The shocking details surrounding that fight topping our news on First at 4. You're looking at video from the scene at West Willow Park near I-94 and Wired Road. Let's get to Victor Williams with a look at what happened that landed 3 men in the hospital. Victor.
Yeah, this was quite the bizarre turn of events that happened right out here earlier today around noon, but we're told that there were 3 victims involved in this entire thing after that altercation took place. We're told that one of those people was shot, another person was stabbed, and then that third person was then ran over by a car after someone tried fleeing the scene. So we're told that all 3 of these victims are stable at this point in time, and right now they're not sure who the aggressor is in all of this, but the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Department, they've all been out here trying to look through as much evidence as possible, looking at some of the cars that are actually out here, some of which even have bullet holes in them. But coming up at 5 p.m. tonight, we're going to have even more of what they say may have led to this altercation. Reporting live, Victor Williams, but we are going to go to something that someone from the Sheriff's Department said earlier.
Someone was actually shot, and in the melee of someone being shot, as someone fled the scene, someone was actually run over by a vehicle. So I know a lot of people have seen and heard the melee, lots of people leaving the area. The scene is secure at this point. Now, it's a pretty large crime scene just because you have an altercation in the park and vehicles fleeing the scene. But right now, the neighborhood is secure.
And once again, coming up right at 5, we're going to hear more from him about what he had to say led to that altercation. Victor Williams, Local 4, back to you.
All right, Victor, more to come as we learn more. Also breaking today, the fate of Big Ten football has been decided. The presidents of the Big Ten schools have voted to postpone the fall college football season. The postponement includes all fall sports, all the seasons, all the tournaments. On Monday, there were reports that the majority of the Big Ten voted against having a fall football season amid the pandemic. The hope, though, among many, is now that the season might somehow be played in the spring. Bernie Smilovitz will have more on this big decision coming up on Local 4 News at 5 as we try to figure out what a Michigan fall looks like without college football. All right, more busy day. Both CNN and NBC News reporting that Joe Biden has indeed selected a 2020 running mate and is poised to make that announcement perhaps as soon as today. Sources are telling CNN Representative Karen Bass of California is now out of the running. Meantime, Michigan's Governor Gretchen Whitmer will be in the national spotlight starting next Monday at the Democratic National Convention. She'll be sharing that spotlight, though, with several others under consideration as the party's vice presidential candidate. Let's get to Kimberly Gill in the newsroom with a closer look as we all are trying to read the tea leaves here, Kim.
You're right, and we are watching this very closely. Devin, the schedule is taking shape for the 4 nights of the Democratic Presidential Convention. We know a lot of the speakers will appear remotely, but because Joe Biden has not yet announced his running mate, nobody knows who will speak when it comes time for the vice presidential candidate to appear. Governor Whitmer will speak Monday night among a varied list of speakers ranging from Senator Bernie Sanders to former Republican Ohio Governor John Kasich, all leading up to Michelle Obama. Tuesday's speakers range from Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to former President Bill Clinton to Dr. Jill Biden. And while other presidential, vice presidential candidates are scheduled to speak Wednesday and Thursday, the vice presidential candidate who speaks Wednesday remains unknown. Speculation about Governor Whitmer's chances have risen and dropped over recent weeks. She's reported to be among the top tier of possibilities among 11 women under consideration. Some sources say she has a close working relationship with Joe Biden. Earlier this year, the governor said it was an honor to be part of the vice presidential conversation.
I've never had the call to Washington, D.C., but the fact that there's even a conversation about what the future of our country looks like and that I'm included in a conversation that has some phenomenal women leaders across this country is truly an honor.
Again, as Devin said, CNN and NBC News are reporting that Biden has made a decision and that he may reveal it as soon as today, really as soon as within a couple of hours. We are watching for a special report right now. We're not sure what that special report is about, but you will know it when it comes. We will have it here for you on Local 4. Until then, Devin, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, we'll see you at 5, if not before then. Jim. All right, checking today's coronavirus headlines here in Michigan. The state reporting 796 new cases. That's almost 800 new cases of COVID-19, and there are 7 additional Michigan deaths to report. Across the country, the United States surpasses 5,100,000 COVID-19 cases. More than 164,000 people have died in the U.S. from the virus. These numbers from Johns Hopkins University and the database that they've been compiling. Meantime, the Senate back in session today, trying to again hash out a COVID relief bill. After failing to come to an agreement on a relief package last week, Republicans and Democrats are blaming each other for the stalemate.
Republicans wanted to reach an agreement everywhere we could and then continue to fight over the contested questions later.
Democrats offered to come down by $1 trillion. We asked our counterparts, Secretary Mnuchin, Mr. Meadows, to come up by $1 trillion, meet us in the middle. They said no.
So the talks at this hour remain stalled, but we will keep an eye on what's happening on Capitol Hill. The World Health Organization and Russian health authorities are discussing the new Russian COVID-19 vaccine. Russian President Vladimir Putin announced today that Russia is the first country in the world to grant regulatory approval to a COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine had been tested in humans, though, for less than 2 months. Putin says one of his daughters has already taken this vaccine, or had the vaccine. Being met, though, with skepticism as researchers have published no data on the testing thus far. A WHO spokesman said they are discussing the process for possible WHO pre-qualification for the vaccine with the Russian team. All right, let's get our first look at the forecast today as we take a look outside through our sky cam. We head into Ben. Ben?
It looked a lot better than it did yesterday, although you probably felt the difference with the humidity, at least by this afternoon. Current temperatures outside are in the 80s. 86 is where we sit right now. But again, as that humidity is starting to exit, it's definitely feeling a lot better. We'll be in the 70s tonight, and even though we've got a dry stretch ahead of us, we will look at our next rain chances and a surprise celestial highlight tonight that we'll detail for you in just a few minutes. Devin?
Headlines at this hour: a big deal was announced today to bring development and jobs to the city of Detroit. Developers are going to take a portion of the long vacant State Fairgrounds site at 8 Mile and Woodward and build a 4 million square foot Amazon distribution center. That $400 million building will employ 1,200 people at a minimum wage of $15 an hour. And Mayor Duggan added a surprising footnote that makes the project unique.
No tax breaks, no incentives. This city has never had a new building built for $400 million without tax breaks or incentives. This is groundbreaking territory for the city of Detroit.
About that. Plans for the site also include auto supplier plants and more jobs. Also a new transit center, because obviously a lot of people are going to be needing to get to work there. We'll have more on the project and its importance coming up on Local 4 News at 5. Meanwhile, other districts announcing their plans for learning in the fall. Dearborn and South Lyon have both announced plans to start the school year online. Utica Community Schools will offer 2 options: fully virtual or a remote classroom with the ability to transition to in-person. Tonight, Plymouth Canton Schools, those officials will be voting on plans for their school year. On clickondetroit.com, we have put together the full list of the local school district's plans as we know them thus far for the new school year, and you can find it on our Return to School page. And speaking of education, Paula Tutman introducing us to a very special teacher. Paula?
She thought it was just a bedtime story, but it was so much more. When school shut down abruptly in March because of COVID-19, it threw parents into a tailspin. It threw children like 9-year-old Nicholas off completely.
I was sort of sad because I really wanted to say goodbye to my friends and stuff.
A big problem for many, simply disappearing not just from the school rolls, but from view as the disparate winds of COVID blew families from their homes and their lives. Detroit Public Schools Community District Master's math teacher Bonseal Campbell worried about her students and losing touch, and so it added up to making a connection. She started reading bedtime stories.
Good evening, scholars and friends. It's time for tonight's bedtime story. Tonight, I will be reading The Giving Tree
and posting them to her students. She didn't just reach her students, but students across the nation and then around the globe.
I began to receive emails from teachers, from Mississippi to California. The furthest one came from Italy, and I was like, wow.
So every evening at 8 p.m., she puts on her PJs.
Good evening, scholars and friends. It's time for tonight's bedtime story.
And reads to the world in theirs.
And I was very careful about the titles that I chose and tried to really, center around what's actually going on. So I chose some stories about how to deal with anger and how to deal with changes and what a pandemic was and like how quarantine works, how important it was to take care of yourself, the Black Lives Matter movement. I actually read some stories surrounding that, and I leaned a little bit towards African American literature that our children don't typically get a chance to hear in school. Let the children march. They will lead the way.
Today on YouTube and various social media platforms, Von Seal has 100 bedtime stories. And by engaging in bedtime stories, students learn to engage in their daytime classwork.
It shows that she cared, and like she always said, she just wanted to make sure that she kept in touch with the children due to the fact that school ended so abruptly.
So that really touched my heart because, here we have children all over the world listening to bedtime stories.
In a world where words really do matter, it has taken one math teacher with a platinum voice and a heart of gold to show everyone the cloud has a silver lining.
The end. Good night.
Well, she does have an absolutely incredible voice. Interestingly enough, lots of school districts have been reaching out, asking her if she would quit her day job. In other words, asking her if she'd be willing to leave her school district and join theirs. She says she's not quite done with Detroit yet. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
Not done with her. All right, Paula. It's one of the biggest worries for families right now. How will their children be going back to class? And that's why we're holding an Education for All town hall this Thursday. It'll be 7 p.m. on our website at clickondetroit.com. Paula and I will be joined by education leaders from across Metro Detroit to try to answer your questions. We've been getting a lot of those. If you'd like to submit a question to be addressed on our town hall meeting, send them in at clickondetroit.com and then join us. Watch online Thursday evening at 7 p.m. All right, still to come here at 4, a path of destruction, a storm series that actually just missed us. Now more than 1 million people here in the Midwest without power. A closer look at the impact in a moment. But first, 3 homes explode, prompting a desperate search for survivors. What we've learned since the devastating blast tore through this Baltimore neighborhood on Monday when we come back.